My apologies for the shorter videos right now. Allergies are kind of getting to me, but that just helps us break it down into more bite-sized chunks. We are looking at the 3 typical verses used to refer to Christians and the wrath, to see kind of what's going on here with the talking of the wrath has come, and whether we're going to be here, what's going on at this point. 1 Thessalonians 1:10, our second verse, says, "And to wait for his Son from heaven, whom he raised from the dead, even Jesus, which delivered us from the wrath to come." Now, from should be our first point, and it's ek, which is properly out from and to the desired outcome, or out from within. Romai is delivered, and it means I rescue or deliver from danger or destruction. It is to draw and pull to oneself, to rescue, to draw or rescue a person to and for the deliverer. And this is different from 1 Thessalonians 4:17, which is the idea of the rapture, where the word is harpazo, which is properly to seize by force, snatch up suddenly and decisively like someone seizing bounty, and it is to take by an open display of force. It's not covertly or secretly. We see the same word of Romai in the following verses, because it says deliver from, to the deliverer. We kind of need some context here. Matthew 6:13 says, "And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Amen." This is from within evil, because we are definitely in evil. We're definitely surrounded by it. It's not something that we are out of to be delivered out from. But Matthew 27:43, "He trusted in God, let him deliver him now, if he will have him. For he said, I am the Son of God." And Jesus was on the cross, not to the cross when this was called. Luke 1:73-75, "The oath which he sware to our father Abraham, that he would grant unto us, that we, being delivered out of the hand of our enemies, might serve him without fear, in holiness and righteousness before him all the days of our life." And that is from within the hand of their enemies. Romans 7:24, "O wretched man that I am, who shall deliver me from the body of this death? Who, that is, will help me to overcome these fleshly desires, gendered by a corrupt human nature, which are dragging me down to imminent destruction? The body is the cause of sin, and therefore of death. If only it could be released from that, the distracted soul would be at rest and free." Ellicott, and that is from Ellicott. Matthew Poole talks about this particular verse, "O wretched man that I am, who shall deliver me from this body of death?" That it is a Hebraism. From this dead body, this carcass of sin, to which I am inseparably fastened, as noisome to every wit to my soul, as a dead carcass to my senses. So even looking at the Hebraism, or just the way of looking straight at this, "Who shall deliver me from the body of death?" we are in that body right now. Romans 11:26, "And so all Israel shall be saved, as it is written, there shall come out of Sion the deliverer, and shall turn away ungodliness from Jacob." And they were in ungodliness at this time. Romans 15:31, "That I may be delivered from them that do not believe in Judea, and that my service which I have for Jerusalem may be accepted of the saints." Now this was while he was within the grasp of those in Judea, and he was delivered to the Romans. Not that that was much of an improvement at the time, but he was within the grasp of those in Judea when this was written. 2 Corinthians 1:10 says, "Who delivered us from so great a death, and doth deliver, in whom we trust that he will yet deliver us." And there are 3 deliverers in here, but the first is not the same word. That is arisado. The doth deliver is will deliver, showing that we must die first, because all are appointed to once die. The will yet deliver is still will deliver, and again shows that the delivering occurs after we go into death. Colossians 1:13 says, "Who hath delivered us from the power of darkness, and hath translated us into the kingdom of his dear Son." We were within the power of darkness before salvation. 2 Thessalonians 3:2, "And that we may be delivered from unreasonable and wicked men, for all men have not faith." He was surrounded by the unreasonable and wicked men, who is thought to be the Jews of Corinth that were trying to suppress him. 2 Timothy 3:11, persecutions, afflictions, which came unto me at Antioch and Iconium, at Lystra, were what persecutions I endured, but out of them all the Lord delivered me. But out of them, as he says, he was within them, he was suffering them. 2 Timothy 4:17 through 18 says, Notwithstanding, the Lord stood with me and strengthened me, that by me the preaching might be fully known, and that all the Gentiles might hear, and I was delivered out of the mouth of the lion. Bear with me, we just got 2 more verses. And the Lord shall deliver me from every evil work, and will preserve me unto his heavenly kingdom, to whom be glory forever and ever. Amen. In the first instance, he was faced with a potentially dangerous situation and was delivered safely from within it. In the second instance, he says that he is sure that the Lord will continue to do so. 2 Peter 4:7 through 9, and delivered just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked, for that righteous man dwelling among them, and seeing and hearing, vexed his righteous soul from day to day with their unlawful deeds. The Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptations, and to reserve the unjust unto the day of judgment, to be punished. We know that Lot was within Sodom. He wasn't without. He didn't live outside the city. He lived inside. And Lot was delivered from within Sodom. We also know that we go through temptations, that we are within them and delivered out from within them. And so we'll catch up next time with the last verse, 1 Thessalonians 5:9.